Georgia and inside Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Atlanta Falcons. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped it to 14.
At their own 14-yard line.
Ready. Strike. Check strike. Set.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. This defense for the Chiefs, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Ready up.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Second and 10.
Blue strike.
Back to throw, Ritter. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Chris Jones make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback too.
Ritter and the Falcons need an answer and a big play here on 3rd and long following the sack.
Right. 6. Mega. Claws red.
Now back to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defenders' minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
And he'll take it on this side of midfield. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over.
Hey, 43, 15.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
Yellow.
Back to Taylor on 1st down. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
The CD, this offense at 11-0 now on the year. A few weeks ago, I remember asking you what kind of percentage chance that you thought they had at staying unbeaten the entire season. I think you said 25%. I'd imagine that number probably grown since then.
I would agree with you, and I'm going to actually bump it up to closer to 50%, only because they still have some tough games to come, and keeping that focus throughout the entire season, that's been a really difficult.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted.
Adrian Amos with a pick.
And the Falcons will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything? There he goes, left side.
Running free at the 45. Off to the races. Inside the 20.
Touchdown, Falcons.
Bijan Robinson, his 8th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Falcons use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
On second down, it's Taylor. And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make it second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10.
Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Little bit of a breakdown there defensively, and the RPO turns into a big chunk play.
And when you think about running offense, the word comes to mind, assignments, right? Because you have to carry those out. But you have to play assignment football on defense, too, against a team that runs these RPOs because everyone has to be in the right place. Who's got the quarterback? Who's got the running back? Who's covering the receivers? This will work quite well on that play.
He'll get only 2 there, and it's second and goal.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And in for the Chiefs touchdown.
Jonathan Taylor
with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others.
And the Chiefs are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Butker is on target,
and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Down.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
You talk about this Chiefs defense.
This unit, they've struggled a little bit against the pass, ranked number 21 in the league.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
On first and 10, it's Robinson. 98 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. The Falcons had 3 and 8 on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
Ritter will set up to throw it. That's complete. He finds Jaden Reed.
His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he'll work down inside the 45. 7-7, our score after 1.
7-7.
Back now in Atlanta, second quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they've got it 2nd and 7.
Come on, set. Hey, cross field. Hut, hut.
They'll run again here with Robinson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That good for 19 and a first down. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. Really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Check, smash.
2nd down and a run by Robinson. And he'll take this close to a first down at the Chiefs' 17.
Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
On 3rd and 1, it's Ritter.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Julian Blackman.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did and came through with a big-time pick six.
Butker now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score. Chiefs 14, Falcons 7.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Let's go now.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
Ritter has it knocked down.
Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
Let's go.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down.
You, yellow. Set, cut.
Ritter back to throw.
And that is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Taking on the midfield logo.
A very good punt, but a 16-yard return.
And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll start by running the option to the right. Puts it on the carpet. It's out. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A gain there of 21 yards.
But certainly as a fan, you get a little bit nervous when you see him make those kind of throws. But they work on that in practice more than we know. And most of them now know their limits and know what they can get away with. And there's a completion right there.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
141 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Down. Strike. Check. Strike. Ready.
Back to Robinson now on 1st down.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Bijan Robinson. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year.
And the Falcons are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Second down, another run with Taylor. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Jonathan Taylor, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Butker on for the PAT. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Chiefs 21, Falcons 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Ready, set.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on. Both sides moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Cordell Patterson. Now he's free to midfield. How about this? Cordell Patterson. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Cordell Patterson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
You get in a second and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And we got a tie game here, a back and forth first half. Teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, My replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And he's got his man on the out route. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. On the option to give to Taylor here. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Second down and a yard.
Hey, 15, 15, 15. Yellow.
On play action, it's Mahomes. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
This is part of why this guy's got multiple MVPs on the mantle. We're used to seeing him make the impossible throws, but here Mahomes knows he's got nothing. So wisely just gets rid of it.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Mahomes going to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll run for it. It's Taylor. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. He's been tough for this defense to handle, over 100 yards. You kind of knew that they were going to him on that play, didn't you?
They certainly did. That's one of those situations where you simply say, my best runner over my best blockers. Let's go ahead and pick it up. And I don't care if they know it on the other side. Here we come, and they got it done.
That's out quickly to Hyatt.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up second down. The Chiefs will try and get to the line quickly.
They'll run the toss here with Taylor. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Again, it's Taylor.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Mahomes used to moving quickly in college, trying to get his guys to the line.
Mahomes throw here into the hands of Moore.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and it made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort, but instead he sets his guys up in excellent shape with a first and goal.
Kelsey out in the slot right. Throwing now is Mahomes. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Mahomes gets it out quickly, and it's complete out wide. Touchdown! Marquez Valdez-Scantling in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Chiefs have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. So that really an almost perfect drive as they chew up some clock and wind up scoring late in this first half.
And remember, they've got a chance to double dip here because they're going to get the ball first to start the third quarter. So they potentially could go up 2 scores before the other guys get a chance to do anything.
Butker now to add the extra point. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game.
Chiefs 28, Falcons 21.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Ready, ready. Hut, hut.
He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
21.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone.
They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. That often runs you into a penalty.
And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So the hold on special teams backs them up all the way inside the 15 to start.
Now the pitch goes to Taylor.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. It's a first down, his fourth catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
From the gun, it's Taylor.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
153 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Mahomes now on the option right. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes.
Hyatt there to grab it.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
A give for Taylor running right side.
There he goes, right side. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Almost unstoppable on the ground there as that one is good for 39. Well, you hate that for him. He gets so close on the big run, but has him in excellent position.
And I know there's plenty of competitive spirit on the defensive side of the ball, but part of me wonders if they would have just preferred him to go ahead and take it into the end zone rather than dealing with him again on a likely carry on this down.
Yellow, yellow.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Rice. So no gain on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Mahomes takes it himself, and I don't think he got in. The big bodies up front held him at the 1. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Now, that was a little too conservative for my liking. It's only 2nd down, and they try to run the sneak. Give credit to the defense. They pushed them back and set up 3rd down.
Three tight ends up front here. 3rd and goal. Taylor. And Taylor, I don't think he got there. No, he did not. Unable to break free, and he's marked short.
No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Falcons 21.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
They'll run this one right with Robinson.
And he'll be brought down here at the
159 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
52 blaster. Blue striker. Red cycle.
Ritter with it after the play fake.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively, and you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down.
6, mega.
They're going for this. Here's Ritter.
And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position.
To the right side, this is Taylor. To about the 26 here.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
This is 2nd and 8.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line.
2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in the cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Looking to throw is Mahomes.
Throw caught by Hyatt on the slam. And he will have a Chiefs first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Chiefs touchdown. Rashee Rice from 17 yards out. And the Chiefs take a 3-touchdown lead. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Ready?
Robinson up the middle. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
But these guys going to chop into that deficit? They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Ready?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Ritter. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They go play action. Now Mahomes out to his left. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this this third quarter of play. Here's the Chiefs punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense is really struggling.
They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
Brings up second and 18 at the 12-yard line.
Ready.
Second down throw coming for Ritter.
That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost. And number two, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Okay, ready?
Now a second and 10.
Hut, hut.
Out of the gun, a run with Patterson.
And some room to roam now. And he'll get this all the way down to the Chiefs' 5. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 45 yards.
Goal at the 5-yard line.
Hut, hut.
They'll run with Robinson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should...
Touchdown, Falcons! Jonnu Smith from 6 yards away.
And the Falcons have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball. Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. In motion right, that's Hyatt. On 2nd down, it's Taylor.
And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep.
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Here's the Chiefs punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there. Fielded at the 43. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive.
Ritter off the play fake.
Rolling to his right. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Ritter throwing on 3rd down. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton.
A beautiful fake.
But with the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Touchdown!
Jalen Hyatt from 13 yards out. And the Chiefs add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And, well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And Patterson not going to return this. It'll come out to the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 27.
On 2nd down, Ritter. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Julian Blackmon.
And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
At the 47-yard line.
First and 10, Taylor now. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
Oh, with a juke. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Jalen Hyatt with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns.
And the Chiefs are going to be moving on to 12-0 as they extend their lead further. Another touchdown here in the fourth quarter, and Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball and sometimes even your special teams, and that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late lead.
Extra point by Butker is on target,
and that'll increase their lead to 28.
Falcons 28.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
Switch.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again. That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Ritter from the gun on third down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down at the 25-yard line.
It's a big play there for Atlanta. 43 yards.
First and 10, it's Patterson.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
It's now second and 6 at the 21-yard line.
Back to throw, Ritter.
And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
Coup for the extra point.
And that'll cut the lead back now to 21.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. A gain of 3, second down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
At the 24-yard line.
They'll come up 2nd and 7.
Hey, 57, 57.
They run once more with Taylor. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
This now a 3rd and 4. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. He's going to air one out. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so.